Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We have some gaming news today. It is probably my favorite RPG ever, maybe second, is The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, right? And now they have announced that there will be 3 new Witcher games, and I am like super excited, right? The books, the previous games, the first season of the show, maybe not the second. The second was pretty average. But I'm very excited to say the least. 3 new games announced, including a multiplayer title. Massive news in the gaming world. I mean, The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, won Game of the Year in so many different places. It was one of the best sellers, especially for that year. And yeah, it just holds up to this day. Like the graphics, the gameplay, it's all very, very good. Whereas we know with the Elder Scrolls, like the graphics kind of drop down really quick. But whereas with CD Projekt Red, they always use the best graphics available at the time. Whereas with Bethesda, we always know that they kind of try and do it internally. And it sometimes doesn't work. But whereas in Bethesda's world building, their just the replayability is gigantic. And also the modding and all that type of stuff as well. Whereas with The Witcher, it's probably the only RPG that I've probably played like 5 times. Like from start to finish, including the expansions as well. Like, honestly, to me, the Blood and Wine expansion is the best expansion I've ever played. If you haven't played 1, 2, and 3, The Witcher, like, now is the time. Wait for it to maybe go on Steam on sale. You can get it down to like $10. I bought the collection just recently again for like, I think $15 or $20 or something. It was on a massive clearance. So if you do want to try it and you haven't yet, just wait for it to be on clearance. And definitely buy it when it's on special. But if you're just a big fan of RPG, definitely play the games as soon as possible. Number 1 doesn't hold up very well. Number 2, the graphics and everything very well. The gameplay's not too bad, but just kind of slow paced. And then number 3 is just perfect all around. So we'll jump into it. So in an update to its long-term strategy, CD Projekt Red has confirmed works on no less than 3 brand new full-fledged games set in the Witcher universe, starting with codename Polaris, which will be the next mainline Witcher installment and the beginning of an entirely new saga. CD Projekt says this saga will consist of 3 games, which it intends to publish in a 6-year period. Wow, nearly one every 2 years. That's fast. As we know now, the next installment of the Elder Scrolls is only probably coming out in about 2026, they say. Yeah, it's heartbreaking, right? So the second and third installment will rely on the technological foundation put in place for Polaris, which should streamline development and enable the studio to focus on achieving its creative vision. Super excited. Next up, it's codename Canis Majoris, which will reportedly be full-fledged production produced at unnamed external studio under the supervision of the experienced developers who have previously worked on the Witcher games. This will be a separate title to the new trilogy established with Polaris. This is the first such product being developed outside the group. However, this does not imply that its quality will lag behind. From technological standpoint, it'll be based on the Unreal Engine 5. Nice. That's why I'm very happy with, CD Projekt Red, that they're going with the Unreal Engine 5. It's going to be insane. Like the graphics, the gameplay. I haven't been this excited about a game since probably the announcement of the new Elder Scrolls. Like nothing else has gotten me that excited that I want to pretty much pre-order it ASAP. And finally, codename Sirius is set to be another Witcher title separate to the mainline saga. But obviously with CD Projekt Red, I hope that they actually polish this game before release, not slowly update like they did with Cyberpunk, where it was a very unpolished game at the start. So many bugs. Like it was pretty much unplayable, really. Like you could get through it, but yeah, it was very hard at the start, but now it's pretty much polished. It's a pretty good game if you play it now with all the updates and all that type of stuff. It's a pretty solid game in my opinion. But obviously at the start it just was horrible. So developer Molasses Flood and will contain a multiplayer component alongside a single player campaign. That's massive. So there's a lot of new Witcher games to come, and we still don't have a release date for the new gen update to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, but that hasn't stopped CDPR from also announcing a full sequel to Cyberpunk 2077 and an entirely new game based on a new original IP. Nice. They're making moves. I like it. And everyone thought they were, they were down in the dumps after releasing Cyberpunk. Everyone was like, CD Projekt Red, they're done for, they're done. And I knew that they're going to come back because, man, they know how to make good games. They just need to take their time, polish it, and release it when it's ready. I'd rather people not rush a game and get it right than rushing it and it not coming out a finished product, if you know what I mean. So if you have enjoyed the content, please like the video and also subscribe if you do want to see future videos as well. Thanks for watching.